Hi, everybody. I'm Frank Brown, CEO of Corrective Exercise, Arizona's leader in geriatric training. And today we're here to talk about motivating the elderly with dementia. People come to me and my team all the time, and caregivers, especially family members, asking us, how come they'll do it for you and not for me? Maybe you're a caregiver, maybe you're a family member of an aging loved one who has been diagnosed with some sort of dementia, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, Lewy body. So I'm just making this video today to help you motivate your aging loved one. Everything is going to come down to how you approach and communicate. I've got 8 tips today that I think are going to help you. Tip number 1, approach with care. Never talk down to people. Don't come in the room, barking orders. If they're in a wheelchair or sitting down, walk over, sit down, kneel down next to them, get to eye level. Number 2, be mindful of tone. No baby talk. I see it with new people working with the elderly all the time. Hi, Sally. And they talk like they're talking to a 2-year-old, a toddler. Chances are this person has been on the earth twice or maybe 3 times as long as you've been alive. Maybe they've had great accomplishments in their life, and they've been in a position of power and respect for long periods of time. They aren't going to respond well to baby talk. In fact, they might even feel like they're being disrespected, which in turn is not going to make them very receptive to whatever it is you're trying to motivate them to do. Number 3, speak slow and clear. Number 4, only speak louder if necessary. It's better to get closer, maybe speak slower if they're not understanding you. No one wants to be yelled at, even someone who's hard of hearing, because when we speak louder a lot of times, our tone changes, and that can be very abrupt and make people uncomfortable. So only speak louder if necessary. Number 5, be patient. People with dementia have processing issues. Sometimes they're not responding. It's just taking them a little longer to process whatever it is you're trying to say to them. Number 6, be suggestive. You don't want to give somebody with dementia an opportunity to refuse, because a lot of times people with dementia feel like they're losing control. They feel like they're losing control of their life, losing control of their body, losing control of their mind. And sometimes the only way they feel like they can maintain control is by refusing things. Number 7, never overwhelm them with too many options or too much info. Elderly people with dementia have short-term memory issues. And if they have really bad short-term memory issues and you give them too much info or too many options to choose from at once, they will oftentimes forget the first part of what you said. And that can be very confusing for them. Number 8, I know this might seem like common sense to some people, but never force anybody to do something they don't want to do. Common rule is often, if you hear no 3 times, stop, leave the room, abandon the situation, and try again later. Remember, the elderly people with dementia, there's a lot of emotional ups and downs in their days and weeks. And some days are good days, and some days are bad days. It's not worth trying to force somebody to do something, especially when you can just leave the situation, come back in a little bit later in the day and ask them again, and maybe you'll get no resistance. Maybe they'll even be excited to do whatever it is you're telling them. That's just 8 tips to help you motivate an elderly person with dementia. Thank you very much. I'm Frank Brown, CEO of Corrective Exercise, Arizona's leader in geriatric training.